the Israelites they've made it most of the way through the desert, but they're still bitching and whining and complaining. They're longing for the previous tyranny, right? So that's the previous set of assumptions. They don't like to be lost, which is where they are in the desert when their assumptions are shattered.
Yeah.
Right, that's exactly right. The desert, that desert sojourn is the shattered assumptions that are a consequence of leaving the tyrannical state. It's exactly what that represents.
I might not say they were traumatized. I would say that they are very anxious.
Well, they're
but nevertheless,
lost.
go ahead.
They're lost.
They're lost. That's right.
Yeah.
They turned to Moses and Aaron, and yes, okay, right.
Right, they're lost and they're out of water in this sea. Okay, and they get all bitchy about this. They're sick of eating the food that they have, and they're lost and they're hopeless and they're longing for tyranny. And God gets tired of their complaining, their faithlessness, let's say, their rebellion against movement forward. And he sends a bunch of poisonous snakes in to bite them. And so the Israelites get bitten by all these poisonous snakes, and they get kind of sick of it after a while. And they go ask Moses, who they know to have a connection with God, to intercede. And Moses agrees, and he goes and has a chat with God. And then what should happen is that God calls off the poisonous snakes and the Israelites move forward. But that's not what happens. What happens instead is insanely profound. And you know that healing symbol of the physicians that's a staff with a serpent around it? Okay, so this is one of the variants of that symbol. Okay, so God tells Moses, take the bronze of the Israelites and cast a staff. So that's like the rod of tradition. That's like the fundamental axiomatic assumption. Put that in the ground, and on that put a bronze serpent, and have all the Israelites look at this. And if they look at it, then the poison won't affect them anymore. Now this is very interesting. It's very interesting, because God could just call off the snakes, but that isn't what he does. He fortifies the Israelites against poison, and he does that by voluntary exposure. Right, okay.
Like aversion therapy, right.
Precisely like that. And that is the therapeutic approach, that approach of exposure that every single psychotherapeutic school has converged on in the last 100 years. Doesn't matter with the origin, the psychoanalysts, the cognitive psychologists, the behaviorists, the existentialists, they all come to the same conclusion. Get your story straight and confront what challenges you. That's the pathway to redemption.